Would you like smiley sauce with that?
KTRS.
Now, this has been a new level of torture because the guys from the Bistro at Old Hickory Golf Club have been here for almost an hour, so this food is just emanating salmon and lobster and tilapia and steak. And we're going to talk to you in a little bit. Meanwhile, the building, Hadley and Josh are already, Howard, they're all digging in, and I'm just, the lonely host here, waiting till the segment takes place. It is the drive-thru. We welcome in the guys from the Bistro at Old Hickory Golf Club. Let's start with you, Kevin. Kevin Lundry is the executive chef. What didn't you bring today? Did you guys drive down here in a rented truck or something?
You wouldn't believe what you can fit in a Mustang, man. No, we brought some steak. We brought some salmon off our lunch menu, a tilapia dish from our dinner menu. It's three of our more popular items that we have that we like to showcase to you guys so we can get the word out that we are at Old Hickory and we're open for anybody who wants to come and dine.
Yeah, at Old Hickory Golf Club, which is in Cottleville or St. Peter's. It's right there. It's easy to get to. In fact, the website's easy, oldhickorygc.com. But the Bistro at Old Hickory, open to the public 6 days a week. And I got to tell you, we're just overwhelmed by the wonderful food you guys brought here because this is a gourmet lunch spread. Bobby Ball is with us, too, executive sous chef. Bobby, tell us about the lunch menu.
The lunch menu is very diverse. We have something that'll please pretty much anybody. Salmon BLT is a very popular dish of ours, a nice sandwich. The Baja chicken sandwich is another popular one, and we have fantastic burgers, wraps, good salads. You ask for it, we got it.
And what we see on display here, is this lunch, is this dinner, or is this some combination of both?
This is a little bit of both. We brought this is one of our special items that we run, the strip steak Benedict. It's got some sliced prosciutto, sautéed spinach, and hollandaise on it. The tilapia ripiano, which is a rolled fillet of tilapia with crab and shrimp. And then the salmon BLT is just a little showcase from our lunch menu.
How about Father's Day? Because I know over the years you guys have had a great brunch. What's in store?
So we're trying to step it up this year on Father's Day. We usually do an Easter brunch and Mother's Day brunch that draw close to 1,000 people. Father's Day, we're trying to celebrate just like we do those now. We're throwing a Father's Day brunch on Sunday the 16th, I believe. We'll have carving station, have prime rib there, omelet stations. A lot of action for everybody to enjoy their day with Dad and get some brunch and still have enough time to enjoy the rest of the day.
This also looks like artwork. I mean, and you studied in Italy?
Yes, sir. I got the great opportunity to work under Master Chef Biagio Longo over in Naples, Italy. He has restaurants all over Europe. A couple of us from my class when I went to school up in Chicago got to go over there and work, and definitely changed my point of view on how to prepare fresh food. There's no reason for anything to come out of a can, anything to be frozen. Everything needs to be fresh. At Old Hickory, we fabricate our own seafood every day. We bake our own bread. We use nothing but fresh produce. Learned that over there as well as other places I worked, and my sous chef, Bobby, he agrees with me. That's the best way to prepare food.
Kevin Lundry is the executive chef, and so, Bobby, I'll ask you, executive sous chef. All of those shows we see now, the celebrity chefs, many of them seem to be raving lunatics. Now, is Kevin a different guy when he's away from the radio mic, when he's in the kitchen?
Well, he's a close friend of mine, so I'm not going to throw him under the bus. But no, everybody has their moments, but we try to stay as calm as possible and run a smooth atmosphere over there at Old Hickory.
You mentioned the salmon BLT. How do you come up with the menu, and how often do you tweak it, or who throws those ideas around?
It's a seasonal menu, so we change our menu 4 times a year. And Kevin and I just kind of, some things are staples that we won't get rid of, and we just kind of bounce ideas back and forth off each other and come up with new things every quarter. And so
you guys have worked together before. Is there a certain synergy that takes place in the kitchen, much like a baseball team?
Absolutely, yeah. The communication is so important, and we're always constantly feeding ideas off of each other and trying to pump each other up and keep each other going. And the synergy level is very high.
If I put you on the spot and made you choose, you sat down, what are you going to order? What are you going to eat off the menu? Do you have a favorite? Most people say, don't make me do this. It's like picking between my kids.
Oh, it's special.
Yeah, usually the specials are always good. The filet with buttered crab is fantastic. That's definitely one of our premier items.
I'll be back on my diet tomorrow, The folks from the Bistro at Old Hickory Golf Club, and this is open to the public 6 days a week. Website is oldhickorygc.com. I said Cottleville, it's St. Peter's. It's sort of that area where it merges a little bit.
Yeah, we're right between Mid Rivers and 94, kind of back in that area right there, right across from the community college, for anybody that's familiar with St. Charles County.
And if people are listening and want a nice treat for Dad, how do they go about it? Is it important to get signed up ahead of time for the Father's Day brunch?
Correct. We are taking reservations right now. It is from 10 to 1. You can just call the golf club, 636-477-8960. We'll take all the reservations for you, and you'll secure a spot to celebrate Dad with us on that Sunday.
636-477-8960. That's to make reservations at the Bistro. So, Bobby, how did it start for you? Were you 3-4 years old in the kitchen making cookies, or?
Well, Mom was a great cook, so I always liked to spend a lot of time with her in the kitchen. She taught me a lot of important things. But for me, not as glamorous as Kevin. I didn't study in Italy or anything like that. I went to school here in town at Forest Park, and I've worked various restaurants and worked at a couple of retirement homes, and just kind of been honing my skills ever since. And
how did it start for you, Kevin? Were you a kid in the kitchen?
It's in my blood. My family owns a couple of restaurants. Frankie Toga's Pizzeria is out in St. Charles, my uncle's place.
You grew up in the kitchen, essentially,
gosh,
right?
Yeah, my grandma's the best cook to ever walk this earth, I feel like. No, it's something I always want to do. I feel like being a chef chose me. I didn't choose being a chef, but it's